Hello, Annie Collins here for Imagine Crafts. Today we'll be creating a fun school folder. Now, whether your kids are returning to school or continuing their education at home, this folder will help keep you organized and their school papers organized. This is what we'll be using today: some VersaFine Onyx Black ink and some Memento markers in a variety of colors. So we're going to use the classic rainbow colors, some toffee and angel pink. I also brought in some London fog and new sprout. Now you'll also need some stamps. They could be clear stamps or wood mounted stamps, whichever ones your kids like. I have a pineapple, a donut, and a rainbow with some clouds. You'll also need a file folder. I use a classic manila one. They're easy, they're inexpensive, you can find them everywhere, and you get so many in a box. The kids can customize it by putting their names or subject in the little tabs. Basically what we're doing is stamping and letting the kids color them in. Now your kids can use your Memento markers, or they can just stamp them. You can stamp them and have them color them with their color pencils or their markers or their crayons. So let's get started on our project. We're going to ink up our stamp and just stamp them randomly. So a little pineapple here, a little donut there, etc. Now you can help them with the stamping or let them do it on their own. It's a fun and easy project that will keep them busy and get them excited about putting their homework or their classwork in the files for you to check later. Now my kids are grown and I have none going back to school, but I figured I could make some of these and give them to their cousins and our neighbors. So for the pineapple, I'm using new sprout for the crown, and for the body of the pineapple, I'll be using Dandelion. I'll have everything in the description box below. I'm not doing any shading or anything, I'm just doing basic coloring. I'm imagining it as a child would do it. For our donut, we're going to use angel pink for our frosting. So it'll be strawberry frosting. And then for our donut, I'll be using Toffee Crunch, which is a nice pale brown color. It looks like a donut. So here's our Toffee Crunch. And we're just coloring it in. Nothing, I'm even going what I call sloppy coloring. I'm not too worried about staying in the lines or anything like that. So for our clouds, I'm just going to put a little bit of the London fog just on the edges, sort of our silver lining. And then we're going to color in our rainbow. I'm going to start off with Ladybug, which is a nice bright red. And this isn't a full rainbow, so I'm going to add a little bit of color to our clouds to finish out our rainbow. Then we're going to move in with Tangelo for our orange. And for our yellow, we're going to use Dandelion again. Then we'll move on to Cottage Ivy. See, I made a blooper. You see, I found my green went into my yellow. Then we're going to pull in some Bahama blue into our clouds and finish them off with a little grape jelly on the bottom, just for a whimsical look. Now we're going to fill in the rest of our folder, doing the same thing, stamping them and coloring them in. Now our folder is complete. Now I did switch out my rainbows here. I put more of the purples and greens. I did it reverse there. And I did a little shading on that pineapple there, just in case some of the older kids want to try doing that themselves. Again, we used the VersaFine Onyx Black ink, our Memento markers, and if you don't feel comfortable with your children using your Memento markers, by all means let them use their color pencils, crayons, and markers. Some stamps, and of course they can put their name, their subject, whatever they like, however they like to customize it. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you found some inspiration. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can get more inspiration from the design team. Thank you so much for being here.